Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a screenwriter's rant on three movies about hunting. One's about carjackers, or it's called Carjackers. I don't know if it's about carjackers. Next up is Day of Reckoning with Scott Adkins, and the final one is Shadow of God about exorcism. Smash like and subscribe. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 17 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Join me tonight on the Dirtbaggery podcast. Starts at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock East Coast Standard Time. I screwed that up before. Just wanted to make that correction. Okay. So first up is Carjackers. There is no way this movie was shot in English. No way. This looks completely dubbed. I'm not sure which country it's in. I'm guessing either Germany, maybe? No, they don't have a lot of coastal places in Germany. Maybe Italy. It's hard to say. But there's some dude who looks like John Cryer. And he's on the case of guys who are robbing hotels. So naturally, you want to call it carjackers, because that's what carjackers do. They rob hotels. Doesn't make any sense. Did something get lost in the translation here? Apparently his girlfriend's along for the ride as they fight criminals and horribly murder them, apparently. I'm not sure. But there is a lot of action in this, I'll say that. It's a new movie, March 28th on Prime. Feels very generic, but also, again, very foreign. There's John Cryer's look-alike. First act, I guess there's a gang that's knocking over hotels, but they're using cars to get away. Fiendish! So they call in John Cryer and his wife to take him down, because they know cars. I guess. I don't know. So they go after the carjackers at the hotels they're robbing, chase them down. There's many confrontations and action. And finally, at the end, they take his wife hostage and he takes her back. Because it's probably made like a regular movie, because it's probably not made in the United States, where it would have to be the opposite for some insane reason. Let's see. Yeah, it's listed as an action movie. The Merciless Hunt Begins. Is that it? Is that the entire synopsis? Well, I'm going to have to check this out on the IMDb. Carjackers. Okay, there it is. It doesn't even have a picture. Yeah, it's the same guy. Frank Gastenbeid. Zoe Marchal. Writers Moraid Aisoui, Sledge Bidango, and Kamel Guillermo. I don't know what country this movie was made in. Would I watch it? Maybe. I mean, it's an action movie. Doesn't look boring. I just don't like the dubbing. It's not working for me. And you could tell in the trailer. Next up is Day of Reckoning, which is in English, and looks like an extremely violent action film starring Billy Zane and his protege. Billy Zane's now the old guy, and he goes to a small town sheriff, says, we got to capture these two, this couple. And they go into the farm when the woman's there, and they arrest her, but they know the husband's coming back. The husband gets wind of it, so he brings a gang, and he's going to kill everybody. And now Billy Zane and the sheriff have to fight to the death or give up their prisoner. And Billy Zane kind of knew it all along. So here's the lineup. Billy Zane, and you put Scott Adkins with Trace and Scott Adkins. So I guess they're not in it the whole time. But Billy Zane should be the main thing here. Billy Zane. I like Billy Zane. I think he's a good actor. Let's see. So right up there. I would say first act, Billy Zane comes into town, he never mentions paperwork or anything for the criminals they're after. They go to this farmhouse, they capture the wife, and the husband gets wind that they're there. Now they lay a trap for the husband, hoping he just comes back alone, but then he shows up with like a million guys. So now they're trapped in the farmhouse and they have to fight their way against the bad guys or give up the woman, but they'll probably kill them all anyway. So it becomes a weird reverse hostage standoff. I strongly suspect Billy Zane gets killed in the movie. You know, he sacrifices himself to get the bad guy and save the sheriff. But it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Let's see. Day of Reckoning. Not a great title, but okay. Could be a lot of different things with a Day of Reckoning. It's a good movie poster. A struggling sheriff teams up with a tough U.S. Marshal. Oh, he's a marshal. To detain a cunning female outlaw. As tensions rise within their posse, they must face an approaching gang led by the prisoner's violent husband. Director Sean Silva, and writer Travis J. Opgennorth. That's a name. I like that there's only one screenwriter, and the director didn't help. So I'm leaning very much towards this. It looks good. And finally, we got Shadow of God. Shadow of God. So exorcists have been murdered recently. They're like treating it like a cop show. A bunch of exorcists got killed recently. It's a part of the job. Anyhow, this guy has a father, and he sees him on a bridge one day, and he jumps off and dies. And it's like a real guy, but then he's gone, and then later they show up with his dad alive. And apparently his father keeps coming back from the dead, and then he's possessed somehow, and the son's going to free him. And so that's kind of a different twist on the whole possession thing. And then there's a group of guys after the dad for some reason. I'm not sure why. And I think he has to kill his own father at the end of it. Like, he has to get him out, like save his soul, and then kill him. This is a Shudder movie, so they don't pull any punches usually with the Shudder films. And then there's some crazy guys after him. I don't know what their deal is. So yeah, it doesn't look bad. So this is kind of a tough choice for me. So first act, exorcists are dying. But Jack, exorcist, is on the case. And then one day he sees his dad die and then realizes he's alive again. And then that's the mystery. But he realizes his dad's possessed, so he ties him to a bed, and then he's going to depossess him. But then other guys show up, and I don't know, kind of goes off the rails after that. So what is this called? Shadow of God. Let's look at that. Shadow of God. All right. Interesting logo. While performing an unauthorized exorcism. Oh! Everybody freeze. Unauthorized exorcism going on. While performing an unauthorized exorcism on his father, an elite exorcist. Oh, yeah, it was in the special exorcism forces. Yeah, we went into Nam and got rid of the demons. An elite exorcist suspects the entity he's doing battle with might be a holy being, perhaps even God. Wow. That is some ambition in your movie. I like it. Director Michael Peterson. Writer Tim Cairo? Wow, what a name. Oh, man, this is a tough one. I gotta admire the ambition of this friggin' screenplay, man. That is crazy. Wow. So we got Shadow of God, Day of Reckoning, and Carjackers. Well, obviously on the bottom is Carjackers. It's dubbed. I'd probably see it, though. Yeah, I'd probably see it. I think I'd make fun of it, though, because this guy looks way too much like John Cryer. Yeah. But that all being said, I don't think it looks bad. I think the dubbing kind of annoys me. It usually doesn't. Number two has to be Shadow of God because it's kind of an insane, ridiculous premise. But I got to give you props for the ambition, the cojones on you guys to even try to make this. Yeah, might even be God himself inhabiting a dude. All right, now we got a movie. But number one, I have to give it up for Billy Zane, of course, Day of Reckoning. I think this is going to be the best out of the three, but it's a close call with that second one. And quite frankly, I'd see all three of these movies. But Billy Zane, he's a really good actor, so I think he's going to sell this thing. I think that Shadow of God might fall short. Is a chance that it'll fall short. I think Day of Reckoning is going to be solid. There's no way this movie's bad. But yeah, Shadow of God, maybe 70-40. And then the other one, 50-50. It's pretty watchable. But some good flicks. Not bad. I think these would be pretty watchable. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan, somewhere behind me. Thanks for tuning in. Please tune in to the Dirt Baggery Podcast, 7 o'clock Pacific Time, 10 o'clock East Coast Time. It's the Dirt Baggery, one word, book reviews YouTube channel. And it's going to be live, so you can make your comments. Be nice. And we'll see you then. And then tomorrow, I'll be at the Valenzano Winery in Chemung, New Jersey at 6 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.